Hello, Internet. I decided that I'm trying to stay up until... Oh my god, get out of my face, dude. I love you. I'm forgetting what I'm saying. I decided that I wanted to talk and stuff and try not to fall asleep so that I can fall asleep at a normal time tonight. So I'm just gonna knit and talk about life with ADHD and chronic pain, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I talk about. Childish Gambino song came out. It's a bop. A bop and a half. It's really fucking good. It's about climate change. For some reason, people can't seem to understand what it's about. Also, the music, it didn't just come out. I'm sorry. The music video came out. But the music video is a lot more confusing, I guess, than the lyrics themselves, because like the lyrics are very obviously about climate change, so I don't know. Also, I look like hippie Doug, like a boho or confused Darth Maul. That's not what I meant. Emperor Palpatine. Yeah, I knew it. It just took me a second. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I still thought it was pretty self-explanatory. Whole bunch of rappers and their life story and how there's more than meets the eye, and people aren't really paying attention to what's actually going on. They see the surface and don't really think much of it, but that's dumb. Everybody should always do a little bit of searching in everything they do. You should do some research before you buy something. Research a product and its company and whether it's ethical or not. I mean, it's not that hard. You have Google. Like, you can just Google, is Nestle a bad company? And you'll find out that they, like, use child slavery or whatever. I don't know. But personally, I believe that you should just fucking research everything before you buy it. And it's like, I have a friend who makes soap, right? And she and I get into conversations a lot about what's actually ethical and what's actually like environmentally friendly and smart to use in your soap and in what you make and in your cosmetic products, and what the industry wants and what your consumers want and what people will buy. Vegan soap is really popular right now. It's been popular for quite a while, but it's what's in. People don't buy stuff that's not vegan anymore, which is problematic. What the fuck? Sorry. Which is problematic because vegan soap isn't better for the environment. In fact, it's now leaving a whole bunch of waste, and people have to get really expensive ingredients that don't really cause any benefit to the soap industry or cause any benefit to the environment by wasting and causing more farming and wasting more space and causing overproduction of certain plants. It doesn't make anything better. But people don't think beyond the surface. They think, oh, it's vegan, it's better for me, I don't want animal fats on my skin. Well, that's not how fucking soap works, okay? Once you put the fat, the soap is no longer the fat. You can add fats into it, and that's where you would probably add something a little less. But I mean, it's not gonna have bacteria in it. It's not gonna be. In fact, it probably would be much better for your skin, because we're not supposed to have plant fats on our skin. It's like leather, like a leather shoe or a leather couch, like actual leather. You don't want to put vegetable oils on that because it won't absorb into the leather properly, because leather is not a vegetable product. It's not supposed to be made with vegetable. It's not supposed to be polished or oiled with vegetable oils. It's meant to be naturally oily based on the animal that you get the leather from. So, like, it's just, you know, basic common sense. But apparently, like, people, well, okay, not apparently, I knew this, but people don't ever think that way. They don't think about how coconut oil doesn't need to be organic because there's no pesticides, nor is there any actual fertilizers that go into making coconuts, because they're a giant husk. Like, they're nothing but husk. There is no need for coconut oil to be made with organic coconuts, because there's no such thing as an organic coconut. You're only paying, they're all organic. Like, you're only paying for a label there. Now, there's nothing organic about coconuts. I mean, there's nothing not organic about coconuts. They're all made with natural pesticides, because they don't require pesticides or fertilizers. So it's, like, ridiculous. And then on top of that, buying organic stuff from, like, Whole Foods isn't necessarily better, because most of the time it's not coming from local areas. So going to, like, a local grocery store that sells, like, we have a grocery store by us that uses milk produced from the dairy farms around us, because we have a lot of dairy farms where I live. And that is way better. Even if you're not getting the organic stuff, it's way better to buy just the name brand there. It's way cheaper, way better than going to Whole Foods and getting some raw milk from Canada or from Alaska or from, I don't know, fucking South Korea, Africa, I don't know. Quinoa from Africa is incredibly unethical most of the time, because you're taking away from communities that literally need that shit to eat. And you're like, oh, I'm just gonna make it into my salad. You have to do research. Like, you have to look into what, it's not any better for you, really. And even if it is better for you, is it really worth starving an entire village because you want some in your salad? Like, I don't know. And I mean, it's not necessarily that way. Sometimes it's fair trade and sometimes it isn't. But you gotta, like, think about that stuff before you just automatically claim it's the right thing to do. Somebody tried to school me on dairy cows and how they're like, oh, I was like, somebody was like, oh, the dairy cows are so unhappy, and I was like, actually, dairy cows are quite happy. They're the most happy livestock that are around. And they were like, oh, they're not happy. They die at, like, really young ages because they're overworked. No, they don't. That's not why they die that early. They are usually, so here's the way it works. Dairy farms keep all the female calves, the heifers. So, every time a female calf is born, they need to keep herd sizes small. They can't continue to sustain large herd sizes, right? So, whether it's 50 cows, 500 cows, one of the cows has to go every time a calf is born and reaches a certain age. Once a calf reaches a certain age. So, that means that when a female calf reaches 2 years old and can start breeding and producing milk, the oldest cow, or one of the older cows, that is no longer as useful, becomes a beef cow. And it goes to the slaughterhouse to get killed. So the average age, and that happens when they can no longer breed, when they can no longer produce milk properly, or when they reach a certain age where they have health issues or whatever, they go into the meat industry. So they have a shorter lifestyle, not because they're overworked, not because they're unhappy, not because of anything like that, but because they're cows that are made for milk. And if they can't produce milk anymore, or if they can't sustain herd sizes, they got to get rid of them somehow. And that's it. That's entirely what contributes to the average lifespan of a cow. Entirely. Like, it's not... Dairy cows are the happiest produce animal. At least in my experience. I've met some pretty damn happy dairy cows. I've never met a happy chicken, but that's because chickens are awful. I said I was going to talk about pain and stuff, but I, like, straight up lied. But yeah. I don't know, it's just, it annoys me that people think things are so cut and dry. They're like, oh, if I buy the vegan thing, it's gonna be better. But sometimes when you're buying the vegan thing, it's way worse for the environment based on how much space you're taking up to produce that crop. And the GMO thing drives me nuts. There are certain GMOs that I'm totally against. Like, Monsanto makes GMOs that, like, destroy the ground and cause problems. But, hey, if GMO means that we can use less pesticides, it's not gonna kill you. GMO shit isn't gonna kill you.
Mail, motherfucker!
Okay, sorry. It's not gonna give you cancer. That's not the way that kind of stuff works. And even if it were to give you cancer, you were gonna get cancer from the pesticides on it anyway. So, like, because that stuff seeps into the fucking ground and then goes into the plant. So what's really better? Killing the environment while you're at it, or killing yourself? I would say killing yourself easily. I mean, I hate myself too, though, so I don't know. I care more about the environment and the place that I live than, because, I mean, I live in a really nice area. I live in the woods, so it's like I see the environment every day, and I see how it's suffering, and I just went full circle back into Feels Like Summer. Childish Gambino talking about global warming, woot woot. Killing the bees that we depend on. Well, my grandfather was a beekeeper, by the way. And vegans not eating honey drives me nuts. Because, beekeeping is, like, the only thing that is keeping bees alive right now. So, produce honey so that they can, buy honey so that they can get money for their honey. And keep sustaining larger bee hives so that they can take care of their bees properly. Ooh, my foot fell asleep. It's been acting wrong all day. By all day, I mean for the past few hours and all night. And yesterday. I haven't slept. Trying to stay awake. So that I can sleep at a normal hour tonight. Probably won't happen. Hopefully, someone's gonna come over to talk to me. I don't know. I don't have many friends anymore. They all think I suck, apparently. They all betrayed me and, like, well, no, not betrayed. That was a harsh word. They all left me, to fend for myself, and I moved 20 minutes away to a new town, and I didn't know what was going on, and my mom was an alcoholic, so I, like, had to move out of my house, and blah, 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 and they were all like, she moved 20 minutes away, we're not going to talk to her anymore, but I'm the bad guy. You know? It's just the way it works. Fucking love that. Oh, I just started doing the wrong. Oh, yeah. No, I started doing the wrong thing. Thought it was fine for a second, but shit, no. Fuck. Ah. This takes a little bit more focus than I was giving it. Hold on. Fuck me. Probably just gonna upload this whole thing, like, without even editing it. I'm lazy. But yeah, I don't know. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm the bad guy. It's just the way life works. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong, to be honest. I probably just made the wrong friends, but it just sucks, you know? When you realize everyone you cared about and you loved just doesn't feel the same way about you. It sucks. It's like, if you were to say, I love you to your boyfriend of, like, 7.5 years, and you were like, yeah, actually, this whole time I've been playing you, I wanted your money. that you have, like the $7 in your bank account. I wanted that. I was in it for the long haul, but now I'm like, yeah, it would suck. It would really suck. I was in depression for a while. Like I get about the government and the way climate change is affecting my health, but yeah, but with like the people I cared about most in my life, and now I still care about them. They think I'm petty too. They think I like at them on Instagram and stuff like that, and it's just not who I am. I don't give a shit what you're doing with your life. Like, I don't care if you're going to your friend's party or whatever. Like, I'm not here for it. I don't give a shit. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna, like, when you're on vacation with your friends and your grandmother's, uncle's garage, like, I'm not gonna look at that and go, like, oh, you're the worst for having fun without me, blah, 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 and then, like, go post about it on my Instagram. Like, I post about, like, my issues with myself and how I feel, and that's about it. I post long captions about, like, ridiculous stuff or not so ridiculous stuff, or I don't know. Sometimes I try to be funny. My face feels really soft. I have a face mask. But yeah, it's just like, I guess they don't know me at all, I guess. Which is kind of sad, because, like, I was friends with them for a long time. But, I mean, I guess that's what you get when you're, like, friends with the same people who just let your sister, like, that when my sister was like, no, I'm not gonna help you out. I'm not gonna be nice to you when you're, like, suffering from a major depression. I'm gonna be a major bitch to you and treat you like garbage. And they were just like, yeah, that's cool. They weren't like, oh, hey, you should be nicer to your sister. You know, Sarah, text me when you're going out. Oh, it was last minute. I don't care if it's last minute. Do it again. Like, please just text me. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Told that to them all the time. Guess what I never got? A single fucking bite or text. And apparently I'm still the worst person ever. Went to a concert with one of my friends the other day. And they were like, oh, why would you do that to yourself, to her? And it's like, I'm really not a terrible person. Like, I'm just not. What do you expect me to be like? You're just like the worst, and I don't like you, but let's go to a concert together. Like, I can't believe you said that about me 3.5 years ago. Do people actually do that? I don't even know. Ugh. Imagine living a life so petty. So awkward and confusing. Can't even. Fuck. Why do I keep fucking up this fucking knitting? Shit, probably because I'm talking and knitting at the same time. That's fine. It's stuck in my weird hood thing that I got in Canada because I'm rich. I travel places. Well, I'm now rich, I guess. Rich is a relative term. I feel rich. But I still don't have a job. Whatever. My life is my life. And I'll do what I want. When I want. How I want. Ugh. Am I boring? I don't feel like anybody's actually gonna watch this, so, like, if I'm boring, you can tell me. But I don't feel like I just said that to anyone. I feel like I said that to no one, so. I don't know. Maybe if I, like, put in the description queer, talking about Does this look like I'm knitting really fast or really slow to you guys? I can't even tell. You guys, like I have a fan base or whatever. Like I'm literally talking to a computer, to a cell phone. Ooh, falling a little bit asleep. I have a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. But it is not keeping me awake. I don't even need to take my vitamins. Adderall. Is that an attractive yawn? I tried to hide my double yawn chin. Go swipe right on Tinder. Don't swipe right on Tinder for me, please. If you see me on Tinder, swipe left. I will ghost you anyway. I didn't hide it that time. I don't know if I succeeded the first time, but I didn't even try that time. Alright. Okay, I've run out of things to talk about, I guess. I don't know. Just people kind of annoy me and life sucks. And then you die. Cool. Is this video too long? Probably. It's 21 minutes. I'm gonna peace out.